Howdy there. So, I thought we'd keep the trend of Fnaf videos going on my channel and once again post another Fnaf video because first, honestly, I like the way the Fnaf 1 review turned out. And two, holy shit, that's a lot of views. So yeah, let's talk Fnaf 2. No, I'm just gonna flat out and say that, well, I personally like Fnaf 2. It's a good sequel to a good game, and I know that I called Fnaf 1 the GOAT of all click team fusion Fnaf games, but that isn't necessarily true. Because you'll see a game that I will review later, which is the greatest in my opinion, but we will get there later. So you might be asking, well, if Fnaf 1 is like my second favorite Fnaf game, where does Fnaf 2 stand? Well, honestly, probably in third or fourth place. I can't really come out with any big problems that the game had. The only real nitpick that I have with the game is the mechanic, which honestly, I don't really like the mechanic that was implemented into FNAF 2. I much more prefer the strategic style of FNAF 1. And FNAF 1, to me at least, is more scary than FNAF 2. Although admittedly, both games aren't that scary anymore. Although I will say, the way the game and mini games are implemented into the game is great. I much prefer it to the way that future games did implement it. Although I will say that I prefer it the way a future game did, but we will get to that game later on when I create a review on that game. Another factor that I will allow to interfere in this review is the fact that when it comes to stuff like YouTube, I feel like FNAF 2 was way more iconic than FNAF 1. Now that may have been due to the fact that 1, I might have joined the fandom a little bit too late, you know? Maybe I joined just right when FNAF 2 released, so FNAF 1 was kind of a already dry cow. There was nothing to milk. Or 2, I didn't fucking speak English, so I was pretty much in a community that was completely different. So who knows, honestly. But playing FNAF 2 is a bit more fun than FNAF 1, I'll admit. But to me at least, it doesn't have that same magic, a brand new experience that FNAF 1 brought with it. Sure, it was still a new format, but it didn't feel the same. It just felt a little bit more... Although I will say it didn't feel as sluggish as FNAF 1, because FNAF 1 in the beginning is sluggish to the point of where I don't even feel like playing it most of the time, just because of those first few nights. But in FNAF 2, the minigames 100% make up for that, which makes me believe that the game is worthy of a 3 out of 5. Although, if we're gonna be honest here, FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 are probably more like 2.5s out of 5s, if we were to review them more fairly, but nah, 3 out of 5. Let's just round it up. But anyway, see y'all next time.